What's up, YouTube, and anyone else, and so on and so forth who chooses to watch this video? Yeah, it's been a long while. Obviously, as y'all would know, I have not been very active on my channel in the past 2 years. I have posted every now and then, small updates and whatnot. Haven't really been active. Yeah, some of you might know why that is. And I know I've been promising to try to keep active as best I could, but I'm sorry I couldn't. But I figured, you know what? As an update, well, besides updating on other things, I'll go ahead and be showing you what I have accomplished during this time of YouTube inactivity. So yeah, updates. As some of you may already know, I am no longer a staff member on Twilight Sucks. This was completely voluntary. Back around January, February-ish, I posted in the staff board that I was planning on stepping down from the staff at the end of the semester. Because, you know, finishing university, getting ready to go out into the wide world of careers and whatnot, and since I know there's going to be a period of time where I'm not going to have much of any internet access regularly at all, I figured it would be best to go ahead and pass the torch, so to speak, so as to not leave the community without any sort of admin lead. I mean, sure, I know the staff could have handled it just fine, but, you know, I'm entering a career, well, the career world when I figure out the paperwork, which I'll talk about in a moment. So, why not have it be even more of a momentous occasion by letting someone else take the reins? So, yeah, Megan, for some reason I always, when I say her username, I always pronounce the H, even though I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be the case. Megan, if you're watching this, you can correct me on that. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, she is now the admin lead. Pass the torch to her officially, I think, April 15th, or maybe a couple days before that, I'm not entirely sure. Started making people aware of it on April 1st, you know, just for one last sort of prank. Well, sort of prank to see how people reacted and whatnot, because they'd be like, well, yeah, but also to just test the water, see what the general idea people might have about it, and surprisingly, well, I guess not surprisingly at all, no one really paid attention because, as we found out, very few people in forums actually read the announcements, which is why in past years we had to make the pranks a little more visible to get people's attention. Like the first year when Mars made it look like the entire website got hacked, and, you know, things like that. Anyway, where's he going with this? Anyway, moving on. So yeah, no longer admin lead, still a member of the community, and I plan to be that way for as long as, well, the community exists. Just, you know, yeah, won't be all that active over the next couple months as I transition out of university into whatever is next in life, but, you know, I'll still be around. And I should be able to be a bit more active on YouTube since I don't have to write any more essays or spend most of my free time doing assigned readings and things like that. Yeah. Anyway, moving on from that. Let's see. Oh, as an aside on that, I do still plan to be sort of participating in the Get to Know the Twilight Sucks staff project, which hasn't really gone anywhere of late. Even though I'm not officially staff anymore, you know, since it was my idea, I figured probably be a good idea for me to continue working on the project that I proposed. So yeah, whenever future installments of that get posted, we'll do that. Anyway, other updates. My future plans involve going into the wonderful world of English teaching, since that was my major and all that. I was looking to get a job here in Kuwait, but that turned out not to be all that viable because, well, the requirements that they list aren't necessarily the requirements you need to be hired. I expect the bachelor's degree and all that, but just having the bachelor's degree isn't quite there because they have so many applicants coming with master's degrees. So instead what I'm looking to do is go to other countries to teach English, which is causing me problems because there's so many different requirements for teaching visas out there. And one recurring theme is having a background check from the FBI, and despite having charged me for it 3 weeks ago, I have still not seen any movement on the FedEx front because, just to be able to keep track of everything, I use FedEx so I could have the tracking numbers and whatnot. And yeah, they haven't contacted me to let me know if there's any issues, which they said they would do, and I gave them all my contact information. So they're just kind of dragging their feet, and it is getting irritating because they've had it for coming on 6 weeks. Yeah, it'll be almost 6 weeks now that they've had it. And like I said, they charged me for it over 3 weeks ago, so I don't know why it's still not moving anywhere. Anyway, or it could be that FedEx didn't scan it properly when it was being shipped, and it should be on its next step to the State Department, but that wouldn't explain why they've taken over a week to respond to a request for a status update, in which I call them, give them the information and whatnot, and ask them to just even let me know if they've even received it. No such luck. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I guess now it will be the part where I tell y'all what has been accomplished in the 2 years of almost nothing being posted to YouTube. Let's see, where to get started first. I guess we'll look at my lower level certificates that I've managed to achieve. Yay. Oh, fancy official case. Woo. Let's see. Well, a while back you probably might have seen me post a video of me reading a short story I'd written, which I presented at the Sigma Tau Delta convention. Woo! International English Honor Society, yay! Yeah, that same piece I had submitted previously to a creative writing contest here at the university, and won 3rd place in the prose category. Yay! Also, during that same semester, which is my first semester here, I was on the Dean's Honor List. Yay! After that, following semester, I was still on the Dean's Honor List. Yay! And after that, I was still on the Dean's Honor List. Yay! Also been working student jobs, including for the past year I was working in the university's writing center, helping guide people through the process of essay writing. Apparently, schools here aren't very big on writing essays through high school, so yeah, some of the students coming in have a bit of difficulty with that. But it doesn't take all that much. They just need to basically be pointed in the right direction, so that's what I've been helping them out with. And for that, I got recognized with the Student Employee Award because apparently my work in the writing center stands out. Yay! And finally, this was an award that I had no idea I was going to get. I got the Academic Achievement Award for the Division of Arts and Humanities. Basically, what that means is somehow what I was doing in university made me be the single student this past academic year that embodied what the Division of Arts and Humanities is about. Not entirely sure how that happened. The way they described it, it might have been because if you look at my transcript, it's like I took the course catalog, placed it on a stand or something, and fired it with a shotgun and took whatever class the pellets went through. Basically, if there is a field in the university, chances are I have taken a class to do with something about it. Only ones I can think of that I haven't taken anything in, international studies. Yeah, I have music courses, philosophy, ethics, psychology, extra sciences, a lot of extra math, drama, color theory, because you never know. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Also, for the past year, I have been helping out with a group known as the Association of the U.S. Army, AUSA. Basically, that organization, what they do is they collect donations and plan events so the soldiers have a chance to get off base, which is essentially, the bases are essentially being paid to reside in a supermax prison of a sort. Yeah, have fun. So they love every chance they get to get off base, and, well, that's what AUSA helps do, among other things. A large part of what they do is, since for some reason the U.S. structure is set up so the military itself cannot petition Congress for any equipment, which is kind of ridiculous because, you know, they're the ones going out and doing what Congress assigned them to do, and they can't even ask directly for the needed stuff to do that. That's what AUSA helps do. It's particularly about the Army. I think there's other groups for the Navy and Air Force and whatnot. But over here, the other branches do not have a chapter. So this local chapter here, they do things for all the branches of service, not just the Army. Yeah. So yeah, these extra groups basically petition Congress on the behalf of the service they represent. But this particular chapter here plans these events for soldiers to get off base and whatnot for, while specifically geared toward Army, they also extend an invitation to any other people from any other services that are stationed over here. So, yeah. And basically, I got a certificate of appreciation for my efforts because for pretty much most of my entire time here, I was helping them out. I would provide technical support by, like, running the slideshows and whatnot during their big gatherings and things like that. And it wasn't actually until within the last month that I became an official member. So, yeah, I was helping out a volunteer organization without ever being officially registered as a volunteer. So, yeah, they gave me a certificate and whatnot. Yay! And I guess last but certainly not least, the big certificate. Yay! I have graduated. Bachelor's degree of Arts in English. Yay! Magna cum laude too, so yeah. Anyway, So yeah, that's all I really have to say. Sorry for being largely silent for the past 2 years. I've tried to keep y'all posted on what's going on. But yeah, kind of hard to do when you're buckling down and focusing on getting degrees and whatnot. And reason why I don't have a certificate for being on Dean's List for this past spring semester is because they don't actually release that until toward the end of the following semester, so that wouldn't even be available until sometime next fall. And frankly, getting the actual diploma is much more important. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. I will be still kind of silent for the next little while until I get settled into some sort of a job position once I get the international documentation out of the way, which is being a bitch. And once that happens, if I have a reasonable schedule which allows for me to do projects, which it should, because anyway, then I might actually be much more active on YouTube. Yay! More stuff. So yeah. Adios.